Long enough.
God damn it, will you let me talk?
Let me be yours.
I'm Peter, this is Emily. She is in China, and we're asking the question today, should we leave China?
So should we?
You're probably already writing in the comments. So just keep doing that, but keep playing the video because we need that engagement. We're actually honestly asking. We've been here for a long time, right? How long have we been here for?
12 years.
So when we first started coming here, like...
Coming here? Like it's a resort?
When we first stayed here, it was like 2010.
Yeah.
In 2010...
11.
Well, in 2010, we started looking at coming here.
Yes.
And back then, people were already saying that China was over.
Everything's over, always.
Well, that's the other thing.
You can't go around going, that's over.
That's the other things. I don't want to talk about COVID yet.
Okay.
We're going to get there, because that's what...
Oh, I meant like music scenes and like, that's so over.
That's because you're a hipster, and that's how you think. You think with art, and we know that art isn't really useful in a conversation. As important as what we should do with the rest of our lives. Look, here's what what was my point? 2010.
Who knows?
There was a couple people vlogging. Hey, look, I bought a bike or something. Like, there was blogs, and we were reading those blogs, and people were saying, don't come to China. It's over. We're sick of it. We're all coming home. It's history. China's history. 5,000 years of history.
Don't forget.
That was when we were coming here. And we came anyways, because everyone was saying that, like, don't go to the big cities. Don't go to Beijing. Don't go to Shanghai. The market's saturated. If you're going to be a teacher, like it's all over. Even business was all over, right? Like, don't come here.
Yeah.
But
well, and to be fair, we didn't go to Beijing or Shanghai.
That's the thing, is we didn't. We never listened to anything, so we're asking you. We went to small China, and we stayed there for 10 years. And all those 10 years, somebody every year has said it's over, right?
Yeah.
So we spent 12 years going through almost a daily basis of, it's over. Get out of China, it's over. And now we're at another point where people are like, it's over. Everyone's leaving. Now, there are a lot of people leaving, right?
Well, here's my question. Because I think there's always people leaving, but there's certain people like to make a big deal out of, like, announcement, everybody, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Did those people make an announcement when they left their home country?
Maybe.
I mean, we had a leaving party, but we weren't like, burn this mother down, we're out.
Maybe we should have, though. Oh, we're not talking about COVID, sorry. I'm not going to go there yet. Yet. The other title for this is, like, should we stay in China? Like, depending on how you word these.
How to leave. When you leave a party, I feel like you're an Irish goodbye person.
Yeah, I slip right out the door.
Yeah.
And I am part Irish, so, like, and that's not racist.
Is that offensive? I didn't think that term was offensive. But.
I almost got triggered there for a second. But that's what a video like this really should be. Like, we should title it like, are we over? Is it over? Is this clickbait or not? It's clickbait.
Humans,
first and
are
foremost.
they over?
What are the
Next
reasons?
up, giraffes.
What are the reasons for leaving? I mean, a lot of people like leave. I mean, I think a lot of people come here for a year or two. We were going to stay here for a year. I thought we were going to get kicked out like the first 2 weeks. I was surprised. Why do people leave? People leave like every...
Why do people leave?
People are always leaving me. How long did you think you were going to stay here?
I like to say it's a purely economic mercenary decision. Like, I didn't move here to make anyone's life better except mine. And so when it's not making my life better, I guess I'll go.
That's what we all do.
And I feel like that's fair.
And that, like, it has actually, while I feel I open up the news and it says get out of China for 12 years, it's always like getting better. I mean, there's ups and downs and everything like that. For us, though, you're just saying, I don't give a shit about the rest of them. For us, as long as it's getting better, there's ups and there's downs, of course, in life, but our life is great right now. I feel sorry for the rest of the world.
I could see a point where the bad would outweigh the good. And a lot of that has to do with the amount of paperwork we have to do and all. Like, if you're going to live somewhere where you don't have citizenship, you're going to have to, like, do some business, do some paperwork.
If we were back home and we bought a house and a car, then we'd have to do paperwork about that stuff. But
How
like,
bourgeois.
Yeah, I mean, that's why we live here, so our paperwork is, we can stay in the country as opposed to
as opposed to own anything.
Who wants to own stuff? What are other reasons? Why do you think? I've got a little list here of...
Okay, then don't ask me, ask your list.
Well, while I look at the list, I was going to ask you if you had any ideas. So this is from Rachel in China. I looked up a few. Why are people?
Hello, Rachel in China.
Or Rachel meets China. There's a Rachel, and she's been in China since 2015 or something, and she has a blog.
I mean, money is the reason why you would leave. Or
yeah,
stay.
I didn't want to. I mean, that's the other. I chose this one, Rachel, because all the rest of them were about money. It's like the bubble. Like since I was a kid, people are like, "Oh no, the bubble's gonna burst on the apartment." And blah, 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 blah. The world of China's empty apartments
so best
everywhere.
to be a carpetbagger
Or a carpet maker.
or a carpet maker.
Let me see if I can find some reasons why people. See, this is the problem. Is a lot of it now is because of COVID. I can go back all the way to the beginning of our journey, our YouTube journey, and say that like it was just a choice of we ended up here, we liked it, it was pretty cool, and it just kind of got better.
Yeah.
Now we have COVID. Now we can talk about COVID.
Okay.
What do you like about COVID? That's the real reason right now that everyone is giving. If 2 years ago it was that like I'm sick of teaching, or that I'm sick of paperwork.
Here's like everybody. I mean, this isn't funny, but everybody lives their own life. I'm not going to criticize people. What I will criticize is that having a temper tantrum on your way out, like that's not cool. But that's like a minority of really loud people do that, especially if you were like locked down for a significant period of time, which we really haven't been.
Overall satisfaction.
I can't blame people for being done.
Overall satisfaction for leaving China, right? 26% that they were happy. Their satisfaction for leaving, 26%. 46% responded that they were feeling mixed, but it was the right thing.
I mean, sure, probably. That's how it felt
13%.
to leave New York.
13% neutral, 15% responded they were unhappy.
I like the 13% neutral. Like, how do you live your life?
Neutrally.
It's fine, I guess. It's fine, I guess.
Very fine. We are okay.
This is just as good as that was, I guess.
Well, see, that's my question is, I don't want to go back. But what is there for me to go back? Everyone's got their reasons.
Yeah.
I got a reason to like not go because it looks like it's terrible. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm comfortably sitting in the sun, so like my life is pretty nice at the moment, so it's easy for me to say. But like,
I think
don't know,
we have a pair of qualifications that like make us strange.
Oh.
One being like, we're dissatisfied with life everywhere, so it might as well be here.
So we're neutral?
No, we're dissatisfied, but live with it. But also because the thing we want to do is not a normal thing to do. I'll take a lot if it means I get to do what I want.
You'll take a lot of
That's
abuse?
where, if it comes to that.
So you think there's a lot of abuse living here in China?
I don't like these gotcha questions.
That's what the people tuning in for. Gotcha. Next
Peter,
up on
gotcha.
Well, here's some other stuff then. Let's take a look at why did you leave China and what sector did you work in?
That's another big one.
Survey results are limited to 4 options only, but I think it's no surprise that 50% of foreigners leaving China said it was because of COVID policies and lockdowns, plus not traveling. That's a bummer. Like, we did a lot of traveling when we first got here. And if you came here to travel, no.
Yeah. If you're like, I'll have my base in Asia and I'll go all around and then like.
That's tough.
So travelers, okay,
Yeah.
we get you.
Yeah.
You're allowed to leave
Yeah.
if you want.
Lucky for us, though, we did all of our traveling. We saw everything
Everything.
in the first year.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
and now traveling's so over.
Here's other reasons.
Yeah.
Okay. So many restrictions on my bank account that made accessing money in China difficult.
Oh, those are people with money.
Oh, wow, money. I don't know what that is.
I don't have any restrictions because I don't have any money.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
We spent all of our money on this camera. That's it. We're done. We've spent everything that we have to make this one video. So we've invested in China, so there's no reason for us to actually.
Well, we've invested in Panasonic, and we've actually invested in Japan. Don't tell anybody.
The idea that these strict policies will last another year has made us decide to leave.
Planning's important.
Left for personal health reasons and family reasons.
Again, blameless.
Sure, yeah.
You can't
I was on
argue with
vacation
that.
when the pandemic hit. I can't get back. See, we know
Don't go on vacation.
Don't ever leave. That's what we're asking you, but
Stop
we know
traveling,
the answer.
Never leave. Travel's over.
Never leave because you can't get back. We know some people that have left and deliberately wanted to get back. I think that's one of the weird things. Maybe it's where we live. Maybe it's the kind of people we are. Maybe it's the people we hang out with. Like, I don't really know too many people that have left the country. We've known people that have left and then were desperate to get back. And some of them, even like one of your coworkers, it took us 2 years to get back. And
yeah, and then she did come back,
and she
which
came
is
back
like
to a little tiny town. It
good
wasn't
for
like
her.
it was like there was big wide-eyed Shanghai or something like that. It's
well, like we know a couple of people who got stuck in like Thailand and Vietnam during the early months, and then they got back in.
and then they got back.
Yeah.
So people, from my point of view, are trying to get in.
The news is all wrong.
Yeah, even though there's lots of articles about how people are trying to get out. Living with the risk of being taken away.
No comment.
62% of Rachel's followers who took the survey.
62% of Rachel's.
Okay, I'm done with Rachel. She's done a great job giving us real things for you to comment on. I don't want to go anywhere. I like it here. Why don't you leave me alone? I
feel like that's a good ending.
No, it's not. We haven't even begun to start.
Oh, it's not so easy, is it?
That guy's got a beautiful garden on that roof. Can you see it?
I don't know what they're seeing.
Well, let's get the conversation back to should we stay, should we go?
Okay.
Is there a reason to leave right now?
No, it's a really nice sunny day.
It's a beautiful day here in China.
I'd hate to
and there's
lose
no
this
reason
weather.
One of the comments from our last video,
Yeah.
that comes from 𝗖𝗵cie 2019. 𝗖𝗵cie 2019 says, imagine living in hell and complaining about the heat. I'm assuming that you mean China's hell. This person probably wants us to leave. And that's the other thing. Why do you want us to do anything?
Were your feelings hurt?
About this?
Yeah.
Not this one. This one actually inspired me to like make a little drawing, which we'll put up now. You can take a look at the little drawing I made of
Like
inspired by this.
Romper room?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm pretty proud of it. That's all for comments. The important thing for us really is that you subscribe and that you hit the like button. There's no comedy vlogs out there. Look at how funny this is.
Well, there is. There's
Look how
there's
much
big
fun-
big comedy. Check them out. Our friends.
Good. And 𝗖𝗵cie from
And
Chengdu.
𝗖𝗵cie from Chengdu.
Yeah, so there are things out there. Things
This is
are
a blatant
happening.
comedy promotion section.
That's how we do it. You shoot.
Chongqing Comedy Club. Also check them out. That's
And
us.
whoop woo.
And whoop woo.
That's the
Comedy
important thing.
videos.
That's the reason why we're here. Let's just give you the real poop that the reason why we love living here is that we can make videos with our friends.
We've danced around this long enough.
God damn it, will you let me talk?
No.
Movies. We make films with the comedy groups here. And they're wonderfully talented people. If you're in Chongqing or Chengdu or any of the other places, the comedy bubble of Western comedy is bubbling. There's like a boil on the country. Is it ready to pop and comedy to spew? Subscribe, like, and tune in for the next video where we'll talk about something.
Whatever talent.
Is my hair okay?
You're beautiful. You're beautiful. And you're doing a great job.
What were we talking about?